What is up, YouTube? That's here, bringing you another episode of Amateur Hour, where we roam the dark beyond that is Free Battle Spot in an attempt to find some cool unknown tech to, potentially work into high-level competitive games. Today's opponent is going to be Timothy, who, looking at his team, you'd think, wow, this guy's absolutely terrible. He's not. He actually has a fully EV-trained team. There are protects on his Pokemon, and I think he's like trying to pull a fast one on me because he's leading off with a Donphan and a Minun. That Pikachu clone from Gen 3. He also has a Mega Blaziken and a Walrein. So believe it or not, this guy actually has a competitive team. It's EV trained correctly, and we're just gonna hop into this one. I don't want to give any more spoilers because this one is actually kind of funny. So note that I'm not using my Ubers this game. I said I wasn't really going to use Ubers unless my opponent had Ubers, and even then, if they're bringing like 6 Ubers, I'll just try and win with my two favorite Pokemon here, Metagross and Dragonite. So this is going to be a Mega Metagross that we're going to be using. When I started out this series, my main goal was just to, play a bunch of games with Metagross and Dragonite because those are Pokemon that I like to use. I remember back in 2013, I used Metagross and Dragonite. Those are some of my favorite VGC Pokemon, and right away we see that the Minun is faster than my full-speed Metagross, which means it is fully EV trained, so we can expect him to play correctly. He's even going to get a para on the very first turn. As we see the Donphan, he's not playing around. He's going for a super effective play off on my Dragonite, and it's going to activate my weakness policy. Yeah, weakness policy Dragonite is where it's at, and remember, since Dragonite has multi-scale, he took half damage from that attack. So I'm expecting an either Ice Shard or, another Nuzzle. So I protect with my Dragonite, and I'm just praying that my Metagross can get an EQ off here. And I know some of you guys think, wow, EQ Metagross is really, really bad, but in 2013, EQ was like a staple on Metagross, and it makes him a really cool teammate to leave with Dragonite, who's a flying type, so it's one of my favorite old school techs to use. We get the KO on the Minun, who fortunately was not holding a sash. He decides to come out with a Walrein here, and I'm going to go for an Extreme Speed here. Remember, Extreme Speed is a priority +2 move, so it would act before Donphan's Ice Shard. It KOs the Donphan here, but then both my Pokemon eat a Blizzard from this Walrein, and since my Dragonite was not at full HP anymore, he is going to go down to that Blizzard from the Walrein. But my Metagross, he's not done yet. He may be the slowest thing on the board, but he's not paralyzed this turn, and he is going to go for a Stabbed Meteor Mash. It hits for neutral damage on Walrein's Ice Water typing, and these are where we send out the Gengar and the Blaziken. Now, we know that this guy has EV trained his Pokemon correctly. He's only used the correct moves. Nuzzle was the perfect move for Minun, and Player of Ice Shard combo is great against Pokemon like Dragonite, so we have to expect him to go for Protects this turn. We see the Protect from the Blaziken, and I actually think I went for like a nuke on the Walrein slot, but Walrein protects too, so that was a perfect turn to double protect because it guarantees the speed boost to Blaziken, and that guarantees my Metagross going down next turn. So right here we're just gonna, I think I went for the EQ there. Yeah, I went for the EQ just to finish off the Walrein and KO the Blaziken. It didn't work as my Metagross is now unfortunately going to eat a super effective Stabbed Flare Blitz, and while Metagross is bulky, it is not that bulky, so Metagross is going to go down to Blaziken's Flare Blitz, and I do think that I'm attacking the Walrein slot with Sludge Bomb this turn, so going for the Sludge Bomb here, and now it's my last two Pokemon versus this Blaziken. Now, Blaziken definitely has the potential to come back in this game. It's not completely over yet, so I'm going to send my Raichu out here. Raichu is a Pokemon you've seen me use a lot in VGC 2016. I go for a Fake Out here, and I actually think if he did Protect, he might have had a chance to win this game. So I go for a Sludge Bomb here, and you may think, oh, that's just game. Well, Sludge Bomb actually is not going to KO. This is a very weak Gengar. It's actually also holding a Gengar, right, in case I wanted to go Mega Gengar instead of Metagross, as we see him go for a high jump kick there. And I was actually thinking how funny it would have been to, instead of go for the Fake Out that turn, just go for an Encore. Because if he was just going to high jump kick me, I would have Encored him into high jump kick, and then my last Pokemon's like Gengar, and that would have been pretty funny. So this is game 2 of Amateur Hour. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Really cool seeing Minun or Minum, I don't know what the name is for that Pokemon, but really cool seeing one of those in a semi-competitive environment, and the Donphan, I was praying the whole time. I was like, I know he has that Ice Shard. Every Donphan player uses Ice Shard, and I'm really glad that I baited it out and capitalized on it with my Dragonite. So let me know what you guys think about this video in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.